In today's video, I'm going to show you how to properly pick, which really upped my guitar game. My name is Rob Reed. Let's get into it. Picking is one of the main ways you play the guitar, so it's super important to have a great technique so you can play any song you want on the instrument. I like to compare picking to walking. It's just something you have to do to get from A to B, and you don't even think about it. Well, picking on the guitar is something you have to do in order to play the instrument, and you don't want to have to think about it. I'm going to show you 4 great picking techniques that are going to get your playing to the next level, and 1 bonus technique, so stick around to the end. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is you want to pick out the proper pick for picking. Now there's all kinds of picks on the market. There's thin, flappy ones, there's shark-toothed, jagged ones, there's odd-shaped, big ones, and there's thick, stubby, small ones. And like I said before, I recommend the yellow Tortex. They're the perfect pick because they're thick enough for picking, they won't collapse into the strings, and they're not too thick for strumming. Now the second thing, you want to hold the pick super lightly between your thumb and your first finger to the point where you're almost dropping it. Oops. Where'd that go? This just enables the pick to flow smoothly over the strings to create a real pleasant sound. You don't want to be holding onto it super tightly, creating this really abrasive tone that no one's going to want to listen to. Yeah, so just hold it nice and loosely so it kind of collapses and floats along the strings. Now this next tip is groundbreaking. When I got a handle on this one, it really upped my guitar playing to the next level. You want to be able to pick up and down. Most guitar players when they start, and students that I've had, just tend to pick down in one direction. See, it's kind of awkward and it like slows you down. It sounds kind of square and not smooth at all. You want to be able to pick up and down to smooth out your playing and make things sound way better, like a million times better. So you can play way faster and it sounds just way better in general. Okay? So you got to get a handle on picking up and down. Now it's gonna feel impossible at first. So you can just practice it while you're sitting down watching TV. So let's take the pentatonic scale, since it's something that we know and it's pretty easy, and just pick 4 times up and down on each note. So you're basically training your hand to do that alternate motion every time. So now let's try it with just 2 plucks per string, so down, up. Okay, so let's do it 1 pluck per note and alternate every time. So down 1 note, up the next note. Now it's something that's going to feel really awkward at first, but just stick with it, and I guarantee in a week you'll have it down, and you won't be able to imagine how you couldn't do it before. Now the next groundbreaking technique that really improved my playing is proper fingering in the left hand. So when you're picking, you want to be doing the least amount of movement as possible, okay? So you definitely don't want to do something like this. That's just way too much movement, so much unnecessary wasted energy, jumping all around like that. You just want to move the least amount as possible, and a good rule of thumb is just having 1 finger per fret. So something like this. See, I didn't do any crazy jumps. Each finger had its own fret with minimal movements. So in that tune, my hand stayed in one spot and each finger basically just had its own fret assigned. And it worked out great. Okay, so this last picking technique is the most groundbreaking technique of all. And if you can get a handle on this, you're going to be set for life and you're going to be able to handle anything that comes at you. This is what's called hybrid picking, where you're using the pick to pick single notes, and you have the pick in your hand so you can jump to strumming and doing chords, and you're using your fingers to pick extra notes. This is really common in serious country and bluegrass playing. It's great because you have your pick in your hand at all times, ready to go with single lines. Strumming and fingerstyle. You don't have to put your pick down every time you want to switch to fingerstyle. Pick it up again for strumming and picking. So yeah, give that one a try, and we'll see where it takes you. That's it for today's video. Check out these videos, and we'll see you in the next one.